The Thinking Thumbprint measures 10 different thinking habits. Thinking habits, what are these? Up until the age of 7, our brain functions in the theta waves. This wave function allows us to learn rapidly through observation, through repetition. And it sets certain thinking habits. Certain mental processes are established and they become habits that we maintain for the majority of our lives. Our brain is bombarded with a massive amount of information coming in as well as going out. And if we were aware of all of this information, we would just go insane. So God in His infinite wisdom put a filtering process, these thinking habits, in order to delete, distort, and generalize all the information going in and going out. It's a mechanism whereby we can make sense of the world around and in us. I want to explain how the thinking habits deletes, distorts, and generalizes all information using an analogy. This analogy uses a cell phone, and here you can see I've got my cell phone with a picture on it, and it's got some Scrabble tiles on there, and it spells out the word habits, and I've got a pair of sunglasses. So starting with the sunglasses are polarized sunglasses. That means the lens has in it a filter. The purpose of this filter is to delete, distort, and redirect all light that is coming in. If I was then to take the sunglasses and I was to place it over the cell phone with its word habits on it, and I turned it, you will notice that we can see the word, but as I turn the sunglasses, the picture gets darker until I cannot see at all. Why is that? That is because the sunglasses have a polarizing lens as well as the cell phone screen. And when these filters come perpendicular to each other, they form a right angle to each other, they delete out all the light. So what does the polarizing lenses mean to you, and how does it relate to the thinking thumbprint? Let me explain. Each of the thinking habits in the thinking thumbprint uses a filtering process. Just like the polarized lens, it only allows information in that agrees with its filter. When we meet somebody that shares the same view of the world or uses the habit in the same way, we communicate very well with them. However, when we meet somebody that uses the thinking habit differently, in other words, now our habits are perpendicular to each other, and as we saw on the cell phone, then you cannot see at all. And in the same way, we cannot communicate, or we have difficulty in communicating. The message doesn't go as through as smoothly because it's been deleted, distorted, and generalized. So the point of doing the thinking thumbprint is to create an awareness of our thinking habits. These thinking habits create blind spots in our absorbing of information, our processing information, our reasoning, and then our ability to communicate. By recognizing the habits that we use, we can make allowances for the blind spots that are already in our communication, our thinking processes. And in that way, I communicate better, I get a better understanding, and I connect better with the person that I'm dealing with. So, in summary, what is the thinking thumbprint? It analyzes thinking habits. Why would you want to know? Because in that way, you can find out what blind spots there are in your observation and communication. These blind spots are holes in the way you absorb information, the way you process it, and then the way in which you communicate. By understanding your thinking habits, you're going to be able to adjust your own communication. You are going to improve your understanding, which ultimately improves our connection with the people around us.